Hello everyone, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to you, halfway to the weekend. This is Gennaro coming to you from the beaches of the West Coast where it finally is starting to warm up a little bit. Your restaurant, Gone Social. How you guys doing? I'm joining you again as I usually do from the, I don't want to say desktop of my smartphone, but from the application page from my smartphone. We'll just leave it at that. I'm coming to you live from my smartphone. That actually sounds kind of cool. I'm coming to you live from my smartphone. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that and not complicate something so simple. I'm not going to allow the OCD side of mine to take over here during this content that I'm uploading for you guys today. Again, happy Wednesday to you guys. If you are watching this video content, first and foremost, hello and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to continue my video series on what applications I feel are best, not just to grow your restaurant or business, but also best for editing and for creativity in regards to content, along with other things as well that you need to use for your business, and especially for the marketing purposes of your business as well. If you are watching this from a smartphone, as I always do mention in previous videos, please do make sure that you hold it vertically, top side pointing north, bottom side pointing south. Heard a noise there at the door, got a little creeped out. Just kidding. No, actually I was checking to make sure that no one was going to interrupt my video, so I'd have to stop this and replay it again. But anyway, moving on, moving forward. I'm getting too distracted today. With that being said, like I said, if you're watching this from a smartphone, such as the one in which I'm coming to you live from today, make sure the top is pointing north, bottom is pointing south. If it's from a larger device, anything, in other words, other than a smartphone, just enlarge the screen. That way you get best possible viewability of the content. In addition to that, guys, if you're watching from IGTV, thank you again for joining me as always. Please engage with me. Send me a direct message. Let me know what you like about my content. Let me know what I can improve on with my content. Please follow me on Instagram. I will definitely reciprocate. We are here to go and grow together. Whether you're a restaurant entrepreneur, executive chef, restaurant manager, or a business entrepreneur in general, I want to connect and network with you. If you're watching from YouTube, thank you guys for joining me. Please click subscribe below. Please smash that like button. Please share my content on social media. Please also click that bell icon next to subscribe at the bottom of your screen, so that way you never miss any of my content that I upload to YouTube. And if you happen to be on my Instagram page, or maybe you will be at some point today, please do make sure that, as you see on the bottom, my bottom left, is that my bottom left corner? I always seem to get confused with this, guys, when I'm saying your left, my left, your right, my right. It's like a Looney Tunes. He went that way and that way at the same time. I can't do both hands to make the joke funnier because, you know, my other hand is holding the phone. Anyway, if you see the bottom, my bottom left, we'll just leave it at that. You'll see my YouTube link there. Please click on that. Show me some love. Really would appreciate it, guys. I've been taking a little bit of a break lately, guys, from posting content to Instagram. If you happen to follow me on Instagram, I've been actually focusing my attention on some other things that are outside of promoting my brand and my business. Some things I've been focusing on are more personal related. As some of you know, I was pretty ill last week. I'm much better now, praise God for it. In addition to that, my son recently graduated high school. There's been a lot of events going on. June is a big birthday month for my family. And there's also been some side ventures that my wife and I have been working on outside of my business as well. So guys, this is part 2 on sharing with you guys how well and how awesome, I should say, a application Snapseed is. Part 1 basically showed you guys more so the basic ins and outs of how Snapseed works. And the reason why I wanted to do a 2-parter on Snapseed is because it's a pretty intricate, and it snaps. Let me go back so you guys can see what it looks like. See down there at the bottom right? You see a little white square with a leaf kind of in the left middle. Look for that on your Google or iTunes store and download it to your phone right away, guys. It's by far the best photo editing tool that I've probably used up to this point, especially from a smartphone. It allows you to make a lot of very professional pictures just from your smartphone. And I went through a lot of the basics, and I will put in I'll put one of those iCards at the top here, guys. If it hasn't already yet popped up, it will here shortly. If you're watching this from YouTube, And make sure you click on that to watch the previous video, which was part 1 of this video that I'm showing you guys today, which is part 2 of Snapseed, part of the video series that I started a couple days ago in regards to applications that I feel are best for your business. Not just to grow your business, but also from a creative standpoint, editing content and things of that nature. Just a quick review of part 1. I'm going to go through this very fast. That way it gives you more motivation to click on that iCard when you see it, so that way you can check out part 1 of this two-parter for this particular application called Snapseed. That little plus sign in the middle that I just hovered over, you click on that. You could just, I'm just going to pick any picture here, guys, just to make a very quick example. I'm going to pick on that one that says save money. Boom, click there. You go through these different color icons at the very bottom. As you see me flipping through, I will choose the one that says pop, P-O-P. The check mark just below pop, I will push to go ahead and save that. Let me get my camera out of the way. And then you click on the tools. And this is where we left off the other day. I had gone through, and again, when the iCard pops up, if it hasn't yet already, for part 1 of this two-parter of this application called Snapseed, make sure you click on it, so that way you can actually see more in detail on the steps that I typically and most commonly go through when I'm using this application for my content, especially for Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, most of the time LinkedIn, but definitely Instagram and Facebook, and most of the time Twitter, just as often LinkedIn. A lot of times I'll use the same content for all 4 platforms depending on what the content is, because LinkedIn is more B2B specific, so sometimes I might switch it up there, whereas Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have the same still content with whatever hashtags I'm using and other information that I'm including. And in addition to that, if you ever wanted to try, let me see, one thing that I wanted to show you guys on this particular application, and again, when that iCard pops up, if it hasn't yet, click on it so you can see the steps that I talked about in part 1 of this video in regards to details. At the top there, you see a little upside down triangle, and then 2 below that where it says HDRscape, to the right of that where it says Glamour Glow, and then the 2 at the very bottom that says text and frames. I go over those in more detail on the first of this two-parter that I recorded a couple days ago, so check that out. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, which I think is super cool about this, I touched on it a little bit a couple days ago, but I want to just briefly go over it again today, is that one that says healing. See those 2 band-aids right there that shape like kind of an X shape? If you click on healing, I'm not going to actually do this with the picture that I chose, because I think I could actually say this verbally better than actually showing it to you, and this is why. Because if you take a picture outside, for example, which I currently am not outside, plus even if I was, it'd be tough to take a picture and show it to you real time while I'm doing a video here that's pre-recorded, that's live now, but is no longer live and actually uploaded when you guys are watching it. You don't have to be a techie to understand what I'm saying here, okay? So if you guys have a picture in one of your files that's outside, say there's a bunch of trash on the floor or whatever, things that just you felt was an obstruction to the content that you're trying to upload, you can click that healing button right there with the 2 band-aids and actually start pushing the areas of that picture with your finger that you want to have deleted from that picture, and it basically, quote-unquote, heals it, makes those obstructions, those pieces of trash, whatever it may be that you feel is an eyesore in that picture, to go away. Basically blots it out as if it wasn't there. And then that same check icon will come at the bottom of the screen down here. You click it, and it saves it in that format. Super cool. I mean, that's like something that you typically would have to try to do in a professional type studio, especially if you go back 5 or 6 years. These kinds of apps did not exist. So these are all your options when you click on tools there at the very bottom. I definitely encourage you to go through this application, play with these different options, see what best fits you and your content you're trying to get out there for your customers and for your audiences. Then when you're done with everything, guys, you click the export button at the very bottom, and export will allow you to save and also share, as you can see there, to your social platform. So guys, I hope this has been a helpful part 2 for you. I love this app. Definitely check it out when you get a chance to. Please give me a follow. Please subscribe. I love you guys. Whoop. God bless. Bye-bye.